hanging out with the Integr8d Soul here. Um, Angela says that she'll remember that we're actually recording because, after all, I am not normally just sitting here talking to myself at this table. And today I want to talk to you about the joy of movement, right? Everybody, you know, it's good, it's natural to enjoy moving. Why would people make entire careers out of body movement, if that wasn't the case? And you may or may not feel like movement is rewarding for you. It's like it may reward you with aches and pains that you didn't care for. Sometimes we have to look at those things. They're part of our body awareness, but does it have to be that way? Can we tell our brain that it doesn't hurt? I think we can. I'm sure we can. If we don't overthink things, lots of surprises can happen. Today, my big surprise was this terrific cartwheel. Not mine, but it was Angela Dawn's cartwheel. We were going out to play tennis over in Martin Park. And sure enough, any day that it's nice enough for tennis, there should be somebody on one of those two courts at least, and there was someone on both. And we were waiting, so it's a perfectly good place to wait. And I got out in the grass, and suddenly here she came beside me with a cartwheel, right? And I was self-conscious about, oh, well, I don't want to hurt my wrists or whatever, so I didn't try the cartwheel, but I did try something else. I put my hands like this, and I did a roll forward. The Japanese name for it is Zenpo Kaiten, right? All right, it's really great. Roll completely over. I could show you pretty easily. So I made sure I didn't have any sticks in the way, right? And then, okay, safe to roll. There's a path. Great. And the thing that held me up at first was, oh, wow, when I get up, it's going to be like, wow, everything's going to be spinning. It's like, but you like that. It may be a little disorienting, but you can find your balance again after you do that, and you'll be glad you did it. So I finally, I caught myself. We laughed about something, and I went from the laughter straight to the roll, boom, boom, roll forward. It was really fun, and I tried a couple more, and I did it again now with like less and less self-consciousness. So I had showed myself, you know how to do it. I did a roll over my shoulder. It's like, you remember, this is great. And so I went from having the goal in mind that when I got to Colorado, I would go practice Ninpo outside, that I would practice body movement. I went from maybe I'll do that one day to just finding myself doing it while I was waiting to do something else. And I realized that I want to go back out and do it again. And I'll share some of my progress along the way too. And then we had the most terrific game of tennis because we weren't the only ones waiting. These three fellows, now that's already three people, an odd number, trying to find a game. And they realized that they took over the open court and that we had been waiting there longer. We just didn't have our rackets up, We didn't look like we were anticipating playing tennis, but they realized that we had. And they were very, very nice. And we had, like the beautiful niceness argument, where it's like, oh, no, it's like, you guys have fun. Go ahead. It's like you have it, And the guy told me, it's like, oh, I will feel bad if you don't. And we said, oh, no, we don't want you to feel bad, right? It became apparent the only way to keep him from, it's like, this is really what they want. They really want that. So we went on to the court. And we started with a practice. We had not been doing that. That's the first time that we just got out, bounced the ball without really making it a formal serve, and just tried to get a little practice on the shots, which is all most people do out there. We did, lapse into our games again after that, and those were really a lot of fun. Yeah, we made terrific shots. Sometimes the person who won the point, they wasn't the only one who had made an amazing shot, But that's something you just have to see. Trying to describe tennis, you have to use your body to describe tennis. Sitting in a chair, it's going to be very limited. It's like the best would be just here's a video where we go playing tennis. But we were really glad, and we just played. We ended up 3-1, and then she made me aware that there were other people who had been waiting a few minutes, and we could always conserve our energies to come back in and dance and all kinds of things. So I realized I want to exercise more. I love the feeling of exercise, and I think anyone with an able body does enjoy it and wants their body to be more able as a result of it too. So, you know, I've been thinking a lot lately about removing resistances, about how I don't want the moments of my day to lapse into, habitual criticism of life and, myself and how I'm living and how other people are living, to really, live out, be chill, see Sil, you know. So it's going well. I'm sure that I have brought my blood pressure down. It'll be at completely normal levels. It's fairly probably fairly average for an American, but I will have what they term normal blood pressure the next time that I test it, which will probably be in like another week or two. Um, I was recovering from getting a couple of readings that were in the danger zone, and I just have focused on letting go of anything else and concentrating on I'm healthy, doing things that are healthy, and thinking in a way and looking at the world in a way that's healthy. And all of this internal pressure and tension has that was just there underneath my busy working day. It's like now that's receding, and there will be time for other works for sure. I still have continued tutoring, you know, but most of all, these past 3 weeks have been all about relax, let go, trust yourself, trust your feelings. Let your feelings be what you really want your feelings to be. And if a thought doesn't give you access to that, file that thought away. And eventually you'll find yourself just deleting a lot of those files, honestly, because the present moment is always there. You can just take that. If you do have memories, let them be your best ones, just the feelings, the good feelings that you had with people. Let those be your memories. And then any other memories that you might need for more technical reasons or for knowledge, they'll come more naturally to you. That's something that it's going to be a personal conviction of mine. If I tell you, you may already think that. It may be a knowing with you already. But just saying this is my belief, and you can have that belief too. It's like, well, nothing works better than a knowing that comes from your personal experience with things. So I encourage you just to take on personal knowings that are healthy ones for you. And anytime that I talk to you, I will share something that goes along with that line, because that's who I want to be, and I am that I am. So let's be like the love of the universe, the divine, the creator, God, whatever name you have for it. Let's just be that love, and let's let that connection inform us, and let that connection flow through us, and have as many great times together, and not pile up regrets, and not spend a life attracting our thoughts to more regrets when we don't even really need one. All we need is the lesson that came with whatever we had encountered. What was once adversities just become encounters. What had once been merely pain becomes becomes a body awareness in the process of experiencing your life more fully. So think of that. Thoughts will match up. All right.